As a small island developing nation in the Pacific, the Marshall Islands has been in the spotlight for its efforts to fight climate change, from the local to the global policy arena. Selena Lim from the Marshall Islands recently worked as a youth representative at the permanent mission of the RMI to the United Nations in New York. Lim was born and raised in Majuro and credits her grandfather for her deep awareness of the increasing fate of her home through stories about how the Marshalls would be flooded. She moved to Germany at age 16 to finish high school, where she took on the role of climate change advocate for her country.
Because while the opportunities are rising for people of marginalized and vulnerable communities to speak themselves, tell their stories, the reach and the local, national, and global action that we need, not want, but need, is still a 2 meter above sea level too little to make the radical changes our home needs, 2 meter being the average height for Marshall Islands.
The Marshall Islands and other Pacific Island nations are vulnerable to rising sea levels, displacement, and other impacts of climate change. Recognizing the need to take action several years ago, more than 100 countries made a commitment at the 2015 UN Climate Change Conference in Paris to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius and to take national action to address climate change.
1.5 degrees Celsius threshold. The number that the Marshall Islands, along with other Pacific nations who are at the forefront of climate change, despite contributing the least to this climate crisis, fought valiantly for to be in the Paris Climate Agreement.
This is Luella Lucino for PNC News First.